In the heart of Chicago's financial district, the air was thick with tension and anticipation. Here, amongst the towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, our story unfolds. Our protagonist is Maria, a young, ambitious day trader, known not just for her savvy trades, but for her uncanny knack of predicting market movements. With each successful trade, Maria's reputation grew, as did her portfolio. But even the most successful traders are not immune to the capricious nature of the market. One day, an unpredictable market event, as sudden and swift as a summer storm, rolls in. A wave of shock sweeps the trading floor. In just a few short hours, the market plummets, and with it, a significant portion of Maria's portfolio. Imagine standing on the edge of a cliff, watching as the ground beneath you crumbles away. That's how Maria felt. Her world, once filled with the euphoria of success, was now clouded by the harsh reality of loss. Her once burgeoning portfolio lay in ruins. The impact of the loss was devastating. But it wasn't just about the money, it was also about the pride, the confidence, the belief in her ability that had taken a hit. Maria was left in a state of shock, disbelief etched on her face. The bustling trading floor, once a symphony of ringing phones, clicking keyboards, and buzzing traders, now seemed to blur into a cacophony of noise. The once vibrant, dynamic Maria was now a mere shadow of herself. But in this world, the market waits for no one. And so, Maria, left to grapple with her loss, had to find a way to pick herself up. She had to face the truth. She had fallen. But even in the face of adversity, a spark of determination flickered in her eyes. She knew she had to rise from this fall, stronger and wiser. In the blink of an eye, the market had spoken, and Maria was left picking up the pieces. But this was not the end of Maria's story. It was merely the beginning of a new chapter, a journey to decode the riddles of the market. In the ashes of defeat, a spark ignited in Maria, a burning desire to conquer the market's unpredictable nature. Maria, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of her financial setback, set her sights on a new horizon. And this horizon was veiled by the enigmatic riddles of the market. These weren't just puzzles or games, oh no, they were pieces of ancient trader wisdom, whispered from one generation to the next, each a cipher for understanding the capricious dance of the market. They were the market's way of speaking, a language that transcended numbers and charts, a language of intuition and foresight. Some said they were the keys to the kingdom, the secrets to market mastery. But these riddles were elusive, wrapped in layers of complexity, each one mirroring a real market scenario, a snapshot of the financial world's endless flux. Maria, undeterred by the daunting task ahead, embarked on her quest to decode them. She was a day trader, yes, but now she was also a decipherer, a code breaker, a riddle solver. She knew that each riddle solved would bring her one step closer to reclaiming her place in the trading world, one step closer to understanding the market's whims. But she also understood that this journey wasn't just about financial recovery or market dominance. It was about growth, about learning, about understanding the interplay between risk and reward, the balance between emotional control and intuition. It was about delving into the human psyche, understanding not just the market's behavior but her own. And so, she set off, stepping into the labyrinth of the market's riddles. She was alone, but she was not unarmed. She had her determination, her resilience, her burning desire to conquer the market's unpredictable nature. She stood on the precipice, ready to plunge into the unknown, ready to unravel the secrets that lay hidden within the riddles. And so, Maria stepped into the labyrinth of the market's riddles, armed with nothing but her determination. In the world of trading, wisdom often comes from the most unexpected places. As Maria navigated through the labyrinth of the financial district, she crossed paths with a figure right out of trading folklore, the legendary old man Thompson. He was a beacon of experience amidst the chaos, a seasoned trader whose reputation for market mastery was surpassed only by the shroud of mystery surrounding him. Maria, intrigued and desperate to regain her footing in the market, approached Thompson. She shared her story, her losses, her ambition, and her quest to decode the riddles of the market. Thompson listened, his face etched with the wisdom of countless trades, the highs and the lows etched into his seasoned eyes. He saw in Maria a reflection of his own younger self, ambitious, resilient, and hungry for knowledge. Recognizing her potential, Thompson agreed to become Maria's mentor. He started by instilling in her the first law of trading. The market, he said, is not a beast to be tamed, but a rhythm to be understood. He taught her to listen to the market, to feel its pulse, its ebbs and flows. He explained that every rise and fall was a language that narrated its own story. Thompson's teachings weren't limited to trading strategies or financial analysis. He emphasized the significance of emotional control, of maintaining a steady heart in the face of market turbulence. He cautioned Maria about the dangers of greed and fear, the twin demons that had led many a trader astray. He also introduced her to the concept of calculated risk, the fine art of balancing potential losses against potential gains. A good trader, Thompson said, is not one who never loses, but one who knows how to keep their losses small and their gains big. Under Thompson's guidance, Maria began to see the market in a new light. She learned that trading was not just about numbers and charts, but about understanding human emotion, about patience, resilience, and the courage to take risks. She was on her way to becoming not just a better trader, but a wiser one. Each riddle was a mirror of the market, cryptic, challenging, and filled with hidden meaning. In her journey to unravel the riddles of the market, Maria found herself facing an array of puzzles as complex and unpredictable as the market itself. Each riddle was a test, a gauntlet thrown down by the ancients, daring her to decipher their wisdom. They were a maze of hidden insights and buried lessons, a labyrinth of knowledge waiting to be unearthed. The first riddle was a lesson in humility, a reminder of the market's unforgiving nature. It read, "The market is a beast that feasts on arrogance. To tame it, one must first tame their pride." Maria's understanding of this riddle came with the bitter taste of her initial loss, a stark reminder that overconfidence can lead to downfall. It was a humbling experience, but it sharpened her resolve. The second riddle was a call to vigilance. It said, "In the market's ebb and flow, fortunes are made and lost. Stay alert, for opportunities are as fleeting as shadows at dusk." Maria realized that the key to this riddle was constant vigilance. She learned to keep a keen eye on market trends, seizing opportunities as they arose and avoiding pitfalls that others fell into. Then came the third riddle, a test of her emotional resilience. It read, "In the storm of the market, emotions are your anchor or your undoing. Master them, or they will master you." This riddle resonated with Maria deeply. She learned to control her emotions, not letting fear or greed dictate her decisions. It was a difficult lesson, but a necessary one. The fourth riddle was a wily creature as elusive as the wind. It read, "The market is a river, ever-changing, ever-flowing. To navigate it, one must learn to adapt and evolve." Maria embraced this wisdom, understanding that flexibility was crucial in the ever-changing landscape of the market. She began to pivot her strategies, adapting to new trends and evolving with the market's rhythm. The fifth and final riddle was a daunting challenge, a test of her courage. It read, "In the market's grand theater, risk is the price of admission. Dare to risk, and you might just reap the reward." Maria knew this riddle was a call to boldness. She understood that the market was not for the faint-hearted, and that to win, one must dare to take calculated risks. With each riddle solved, Maria found herself growing, not just as a trader, but as a person. Each riddle was a lesson learned, each solution a victory won. But the riddles were more than just tests. They were guides, lighting her path, shaping her journey, and teaching her the art of the trade. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were times when the riddles seemed insurmountable, their solutions hidden in a fog of complexity. There were setbacks and moments of doubt. But with every stumble, Maria found strength, picking herself up and pushing forward with a determination that was as unyielding as steel. The riddles tested her, challenged her, and pushed her to her limits. They were her adversaries and her allies, her trials and her teachers. But with each riddle solved, Maria found herself one step closer to the market's secrets, one step closer to mastering the intricacies of the trade. Each riddle was a mirror of the market, cryptic, challenging, and filled with hidden meaning. And as Maria solved each one, she found herself reflected in them, her journey mirrored in their wisdom, her growth mirrored in their solutions. With each riddle solved, Maria was one step closer to mastering the market. The final riddle, the ultimate trade, was a test of everything Maria had learned. As Maria stood on the precipice of this grand decision, the weight of her journey bore heavily on her. She dissected the riddles, absorbed the wisdom of the seasoned traders, and discovered a new depth to her own resilience. Yet the ultimate trade was unlike anything she'd encountered. It defied logic, went against the grain of conventional wisdom, and called for a leap of faith. The market, a turbulent sea of numbers and graphs, seemed to taunt her. Could she really risk everything on this one trade? Doubt crept into her mind, whispering fears and uncertainties. But Maria remembered Old Man Thompson's words: trading isn't just about numbers, it's about understanding the rhythm of the market, the ebb and flow of uncertainty and opportunity. She reflected on the lessons she'd learned. The riddles of the market weren't just about predicting trends or calculating risks. They were about finding balance, maintaining emotional control, and understanding the human psyche's role in the market dynamics. The ultimate trade was a testament to these lessons. It demanded not just her intellectual prowess, but her emotional mastery. Maria felt the pulse of the market, its fluctuations mirroring her own heartbeat. The decision to make the ultimate trade was as much a gamble as it was a strategy. But wasn't that the essence of trading? The thrill of the gamble, the adrenaline rush of taking a risk, the satisfaction of a decision well made. She had come a long way, from the young, ambitious trader to the seasoned player she was now. She had faced losses, decoded riddles, and learned invaluable lessons. It was time to put it all to the test. This was her moment, her ultimate trade. With a deep breath, she silenced the doubts, steeled her resolve, and made her decision. Her fingers flew over the keyboard, the market responded, and the ultimate trade was set into motion. With a deep breath, Maria took the plunge. The ultimate trade was in motion. As the dust settled, Maria was left to contemplate the results of her ultimate trade. The outcome was beyond anything she had anticipated. It was not the financial windfall that left her in awe, but the profound realization that the ultimate trade was not about the market at all. It was a mirror reflecting her own psyche, her fears, ambitions, and the emotional tides that can sway a trader's decisions. She had stared into the abyss of uncertainty, risking everything she had learned, not on a market trend or a financial forecast, but on her understanding of herself. She was the market and the market was her. The riddles weren't about deciphering the market's whims, they were about comprehending her own. Each riddle was a step towards self-awareness. They were not just puzzles to solve, but lessons to learn. Risk only what you can afford to lose was not just a cautionary tale about leveraging investments, it was a life lesson about emotional resilience, about understanding that not all battles are won and not all losses are defeats. Reward comes to those who are patient was not just about waiting for the right market conditions, but about the virtue of patience in life. It was about the understanding that good things come to those who wait, that hasty decisions often lead to regret, and that sometimes the best action is inaction. The riddle, emotional control is the trader's greatest asset, was a lesson in emotional intelligence. It taught her that emotions, while a part of being human, should not dictate her decisions. She learned to maintain her composure even in the face of market volatility, to not let fear or greed cloud her judgment. She also learned that the market, much like life, is unpredictable. It doesn't always play by the rules. It doesn't always reward the deserving or punish the reckless. But it always offers lessons for those willing to learn. Maria looked at her trading screen, not with the eyes of a trader, but with the wisdom of a sage. She saw not just numbers and graphs, but a reflection of her own journey, her victories, her losses, her growth. She saw not just a market, but a living, breathing entity, as complex and unpredictable as the human psyche. She realized that the riddles of the market were not just trading strategies, but a philosophy of life. They were about understanding the human psyche, about emotional control, about risk and reward. They were about life itself. In her pursuit of financial success, Maria had embarked on a journey of self-discovery. She had not just become a better trader, she had become a better person. She had not just decoded the market, she had decoded herself. In the end, Maria had not just deciphered the riddles of the market, but also the riddles of her own psyche.